A lot of you have no clue how Social Security works. Yeah, none. And yet you're commenting like, oh, about the WEP video I did yesterday and the GPO video I did, like you know what you're talking about. And you don't. So if you don't know what you're talking about, maybe just pipe down and let the real people who know what they're talking about talk. The idea that the WEP, getting rid of the WEP, will give people free handouts is freaking insane. It's absurd, it's insane, and anyone who says that should be ashamed of themselves and go sit in the corner for 5 minutes, because it's dumb. All right, so what the WEP does, the WEP says if you have a government pension from a municipality, because the federal government is fully ensconced in Social Security, ever since like they got rid of CSRS to the FERS, which is like 1985. Just talked to a guy with CSRS yesterday. I haven't talked to a guy with CSRS. That's a Civil Service Retirement System, CSRS. They got rid of that for the Federal Employee Retirement Service or System, FERS, again, in the mid-'80s. I haven't talked to a guy with CSRS in years. It's crazy. So basically, anyone that you talk to in the federal government doesn't have to worry about WEP or GPO because they all pay fully into Social Security. We're talking about 30 to 35% of municipality workers, teachers, firemen, police, first responders in various counties throughout the country. Some states more, some states less, but every single state has some people who are subject to the WEP and then GPO. And we're going to talk about them both here today because obviously people have no clue what they're talking about. So when we talk about getting rid of the WEP, all right, people say, oh, it's a handout. It's just free money. Why should people get money they didn't pay into it? And they have no clue. All right, so we're going to talk about a guy here in Georgia. We're just going to say, oh, thanks, Linda. I got new markers from Linda in Florida. Much obliged. God bless you. And we're going to say a guy in Georgia, he was working for a school district, and his pension, we'll just say, is going to be $2,500 a month. All right, $2,500 a month. But he doesn't get any Social Security because he never paid into Social Security through the school district. All right, through the school district. But in this case, he likes being active. He took a part-time job being a referee. We'll say he coached referee high school football, basketball, and baseball. He's a referee for high school football, basketball, and baseball. And we'll say he did that for 15 hours a week at 50 weeks over the course of a year. So he did it for 750 hours. All right. He averaged $20 per hour, $20 per hour, which means he made $15,000 over the course of a year in being a referee for high school sports. Now, is he 1099 or is he a W-2? I don't know, but we know for a fact he's going to have to pay 7.65% of this into Social Security, FICA, if not 15. We know for a fact that's the way it's going to work. He has to pay his FICA tax. There's just no other way around that. And again, if he's a 1099, he'll have to pay on both sides. It'll be that times two. So we're just going to assume, frankly, it doesn't matter because I'm going to show you why saying WEP is a free handout is stupid. All right, so we know we're going to say his average index monthly earnings is basically that divided by 12. And I'm not going to get into how that's constructed here in this video. I've done a million videos on that. But essentially, your average index monthly earnings is the amount of money you made adjusted for average wage index. And how much that will determine what your ultimate Social Security benefit is. So in this case, 1,500 divided by 12, because it's 12 months in a year, is 1,250. All right. So we know because of his $15,000 a year, all right, and he's going to get $1,250 a month for his Social Security benefit. I mean, for his that would be his AIME. His AIME is $1,250 a month. And we know roughly 90% of that AIME he'll get. So he'll get $1,125 of that because that's the first bend point. And we're not going to go to the second bend point here. We're just going to go to the first bend point. So he's thinking he's going to get $1,125 a month plus his Social Security benefit. What's this $1,125 a month based on? On his average index monthly earnings, which is based on what? His Social Security covered wages. They don't just say, here's a check. It doesn't work like that. So he's like, man, I'm going to get between these two, I'm going to get $36.25. That's not too shabby. Oh, sorry, Mr. Smith. Because you have this right here, your average index monthly earnings is not, doesn't go down 90%. You don't get 90% of that. You only get 40% of that, which in this case is $500 because that's the WEP. The WEP says we have, and basically his PIA is this right here. All right, if he had a normal Social Security benefit. The max you can lose on your WEP is half of that or 500. Let's see, I think I got it up here actually. The max you can lose is, we're going to go over here. right here, $2,500 is his pension. It's on Social Security right here. The max he can lose is $587. So whatever 1125 minus 587 is, we'll just, well, let's figure it out here. We'll figure it out. Leave me alone, I'll figure it out. But they just keep bugging me. Leave me alone, I'll figure it out. So he'll get a benefit of $538. All right, so the max WEP will reduce is $587, or half of your, or half of what your benefit is going to be. That's the max you reduce. So in this case, he'll still get, what do we say, $538 or something like that. So instead of getting $1125, which is his right money because he contributed to it, he's going to get $538 plus $2,500. That's how WEP works. If he made no money over here, where he paid nothing into Social Security, guess what? He gets zero Social Security because he paid nothing into it. Nothing. You only get a Social Security benefit on WEP if you actually paid into it. That's it. It's not free money. It's stupid. Now it gets even worse. I'm going to show you about the GPO. Watch this. So GPO is a government pension offset where you lose 2/3 of your pension amount. And we got the, read it, Dan. Get it, read it and read. Figure it out yourself. So in this case, he'll get a, let's see, that's right there, right here. Now he's got $2,500 a month for his pension. All right. See results. He will lose $1,666, 2/3 of his pension. He will, he will lose his entire Social Security benefit, because his entire Social Security benefit is less than that 2/3 that he would lose by GPO, lost by GPO. In fact, he says right here, the amount is 2/3 of your monthly pension is so his monthly pension is $2,500. He will lose 2/3 of that. If $1,666 is more than your monthly Social Security benefit, you may not get a benefit. What's the GPO? Well, let's just use a woman here. A woman has her own pension, $2,500 a month. The husband dies. The husband had a Social Security of $2,000 a month. All right, so husband dies. He had a Social Security benefit of $2,000 a month. That woman's going to lose $1,667. She'll get $333 of a survivor benefit. And she'll get no spousal benefits either, because spousal benefits only $1,000 a month. She'll lose $1,667, so she'll get literally 1/6 of what he had as her survivor benefit, and no spousal benefit, all because she has a $2,500 a month pension. Oh, it's such a savings. There's a guy on YouTube who says we're going to ruin the Social Security if we get rid of WEP and GPO, all because look, we're only going to give her $333, and so we're going to save $1,300 for 1 million people or something like that. Oh, it's such a savings. That's going to save Social Security by getting rid of the WEP. Keeping the WEP and getting in the GPO. It's freaking evil. It's evil. You're not freaking giving free money. This lady has a pension of $2,500 a month, which means in this case, she loses the entirety of the spousal benefit, because the spousal benefit is half of that. And the fact she loses $1,667 is more than her half of the spousal benefit, more than her half of her benefit as a spousal benefit. She loses all spousal benefits. And then she's on a $2,000 a month survivor benefit. She's only going to get $333. Oh, but it's great. It's bullcrap. And it affects women a hell of a lot more than men, by the way, because most women survive their husbands. And with more women in teachers' positions than men by far. Now, police officers are obviously more men. I get that. But I want to appeal to the women. But let's appeal to the women by telling them they're receiving free money. Now, it's nothing to do with my wife either, by the way. My wife doesn't get a government pension. She stayed home to raise the kids, 4 successful children who are going to crush, paying taxes. They're not a burden on the society whatsoever. That's what a stay-at-home mom can do. And people are like, oh, she shouldn't get any money. Okay, let's have them all go to work. That's an atheistic, secularist Republican Party I despise. I despise that. I'd rather be a Democrat than that. I'd rather be a Democrat than that any time of day. Like, oh, they should all go to work. Yeah, that's not what we want. We don't want freaking just 2-income families, man. If we have to have it, I get it. My wife is working right now, I get it, because we need stupid health insurance. No. We want freaking stay-at-home moms to raise lots of kids. That's what we want. That's what we need. That is conservatism right there. Conserving the culture. We want it to be that way. If we need the government to say, hey, man, We're going to pay you what is rightly yours, and we're going to take care of a wife who says, I'm sacrificing my career to stay home so I can raise 4 upstanding citizens, taxpayers, who are going to pay a hell of a lot more into the system than I ever got out of it. You might not like this channel, dude. You might say, no, I don't know, I'm an atheist, secularist Republican, or I'm a libertarian, a small L libertarian. I think the government should get out of everything. Guess what? The government's already involved in everything, dude. Crazy to me. It's offensive. I'm offended by this. Ignorance is not bliss. Ignorance is bad. And the fact that you're ignorant about this and that you want to say to other people who have a righteous claim on their own money that they don't deserve it, you can go pound sand. All of you guys. I don't care if I got no YouTube subscribers at all. I don't care. You're wrong. And you don't even know you're wrong. And yet you claim that you're all right and you're all dignified and say, we got to reduce the size of government. Yeah, bull crap, dude. Bullcrap. This right here is small potatoes in the overall scheme of things. Some guy on YouTube, he used to work for Social Security. He says it's going to bankrupt Social Security even quicker, 6 months quicker. Oh my goodness. And by the way, bankrupt and Social Security, don't let those words ever reach your lips. It's so freaking stupid. No one ever talks about bankrupting the Pentagon, bankrupting HHS, bankrupting Housing and Urban Development. No one ever talks about any of that. They always just talk about Social Security. Yeah. Pound sand. All right. God bless. Love to hear your thoughts. See ya.